Hello guys, today we are cooking some meatloaf, and I do my meatloaf with ground turkey from Aldi. This is the only way I make my meatloaf. Guys, you are going to love this recipe. If you don't eat beef and you eat turkey, you're going to love this. So we're going to start off by having this is a 1.5 pound of turkey. We got some baby bellas. We won't be using all of these. I'm going to use probably about 3 or 4. We have some parsley, some thyme, some granulated garlic, some Maggi Jugo. I love this stuff. It is a seasoning sauce and it is awesome. We're going to be using a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, 1 egg for this size, and we're going to use some mayonnaise, black pepper, and you guys know my favorite seasoning, this adobo. And then over on the side over here we have some breadcrumbs. These are breadcrumbs that I make myself. When the toast is when the bread is at the end of the container, I take the ends and I put them in the oven and let them bake real slow, low at like 250 to get them crisp all the way through. Then I just break them up and make my own breadcrumbs. So that's what that is. We have a half of a bell pepper, and we have some chopped onions here. I'm also making fried cabbage, so these onions here are for my fried cabbage. I'm going to be moving those. I'm actually going to chop maybe a little bit more up. You guys will see that. And then we're going to get baking this meatloaf. And you got to set your oven to 375 for this actual recipe. So let's get started. Okay, so now we have the ground turkey that's rinsed off, and this is the easy part. All we're gonna do is put all these inside here. I love peppers and onions and mushrooms in every bite. Oops. Sorry for the noise. So that's that. We're gonna take about a good tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. Gonna next add, sorry, I had a little one in the kitchen with the microwave on, so y'all probably will hear that. I'm gonna take and put about a teaspoon of the Maggi Jugo in there. Parsley, we're gonna add about a good tablespoon of that. This is what gives it that special taste. So we're gonna take that and grab a few pinches like so. 1, 2, okay? Then we're gonna go with our garlic and put about a good teaspoon of that. This is one of my tricks to my meatloaf. This right here makes it taste so moist and tasty. So we're gonna take, y'all see that? That's 1 heaping spoon. And actually, this is why you don't have to put as much egg, because you know mayonnaise is made with egg as well. So let's set that over there. We're gonna go with some black pepper, about a ½ teaspoon, quarter teaspoon, about a ½ teaspoon of this or any seasoning of your choice. And then you're gonna add your breadcrumbs. Now, I'm old school, so I would definitely like to taste my mix. And that's about a quarter cup of breadcrumbs. The breadcrumbs also help it to be very moist. And what I like to do is I like to mix it up before I put my egg in there and see if it has a good flavor to it, and then put the egg in there. Yes, I do taste it raw, but I kind of, it's just the way you're supposed to taste it. It's not like you're licking it. You kind of let your tongue hit the tip, and if it is pungent to your tongue, that means you have enough flavor and you don't need to put any more in there. So it's only 4 of us, so this will make a nice size meatloaf for us. And mix it up really well like that. Oh my gosh, if y'all could smell this. Hold on one second, guys. So I slathered what was on the spoon and got rid of the mayonnaise and put that up. And let me just taste what a, nope, I need a little bit more seasoning. So I'm gonna go back in with this and put about half a teaspoon. And y'all see how well this is, and it got mushrooms and peppers and onions all through it, and it is so moist. When I tell y'all this is simple, it's not a plain nasty taste. And you ever had meatloaf and it just tastes like blah, like a hunk of meat? I promise you, you're gonna love this recipe. And my hubby don't really like gravy with his. I do, but I'm gonna show you in another video a nice and easy gravy that you can put with this if you're doing mashed potatoes. So if we were doing mashed potatoes, I would, but we're doing rice and fried cabbage. With the fried cabbage, I'm gonna do a whole nother video with the fried cabbage. This is just gonna be for the meatloaf, and I'll do a separate one so you guys can see how I make my fried cabbage. It's gonna be the basic fried cabbage, and you'll see it when I do the video. So yeah, let me see if I like it. Nope. Put a little bit more Maggi in there. And this is the way I cook. I've been cooking like this for years. I really don't follow a recipe. I just know how I like my food flavored, and I kind of go from there. So what you can do, if you don't want a lot of seasoning, or you want to make sure it's not too much for you, because everybody's taste buds is different, you can actually go with less and just build onto it and make it flavorful the way you want it. So it's getting there, it's getting there. A little bit more of this. And I think we're in there. That's it. That should be more than enough seasoning. And this is so tender. Turkey loaf is so much more tender to me than beef meatloaf, and people think it's the other way around, but it's truly not. I love turkey loaf. So then I'm gonna grab a pan. Hold on one second, guys. So I'm gonna grab a loaf pan here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray it, just to be on the safe side, with some of the stuff I got from Aldi's. I'm just gonna go in and spray the pan. Don't really have to, but yeah, just a little bit. And now we can add our egg. Y'all know I'm anal about adding eggs without cracking them first, so I'm gonna crack it in here. Make sure it's okay. Take away those little nasty things. Y'all know I hate these little white things. Take those out. And then I'm going to mix it in my loaf. See, I gotta get those out. Ugh. And mix that in there. So mix it in just like this, and we are going to put it in the loaf pan. I'm gonna mix this up, and I'll be right back after I mix it up with you guys. Some of you like when I talk and go through the video. Some like voiceovers, or some don't mind voiceovers. So I'm gonna be trying to do a little bit of both. It's kind of difficult when you have a family and people in and out the kitchen and making noise and stuff. I don't like my videos interrupted. So when I can, I'm actually prepping really early. It's like 3:50. So I'm prepping this really early before the house get, you know, noisy. So that's that. And we're gonna be putting it in this pan. Give me 1 second. Alright guys, I am back, and we're just going to take this loaf. Now, old school way is you can take this loaf and form it in a pan yourself, but I'm just like, why not just stuff it in a loaf pan and let it do its thing on its own. And I know, like old school, when you used to put it in a pan, you know, the juices would be all in the bottom of the big pan, but when you do it this way, the juices stay right around the loaf. And I don't like my loaf really fat, so this is what we're making for my size family. And this is what our loaf is going to look like. And we're going to stick this in the oven on 375. And that is the turkey loaf, guys. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm all out the camera. So I'm going to stick this in the oven, and we'll be back when it's done. she should be ready to come up. And I'm going to bring her out and cut her so you guys can see how she came out. So I'm going to take this and flip it over. It's not that much juice, so I should be able to flip her over on here like this. So that way you guys can see what she looks like. There we go. Got a little juice, but not as much. See? And it's not a real high one, so what I do is we all get multiple pieces and I just cut right into her like so. It's hot, so I would recommend you wait until it cool off a little bit. And that's how you do it. Oh my gosh. If y'all could just taste this. I'm gonna zoom in for you as I cut pieces for our plate so you can see how good and tender this look. Turkey loaf does not have to be dry, and it definitely, do y'all see that? Do y'all see that? Imagine that with some gravy. Imagine that with some gravy. Well, this is my loaf. I'm going to plate up my husband's and my kids and all of our food, and I will give you a look at what the meal looks like all together. Usually, like I said, I'll do gravy and have mashed potatoes, but do y'all see all that good stuff in that turkey meatloaf? Do y'all see it? And it's so tender, and oh my gosh, it's so juicy. I love it. I love it. I couldn't help it, guys. I had to take some of the juice from the cabbage, the fat from the actual turkey, and put it in here. And I'm gonna add just a tad bit of this chicken broth to give it flavor. I need to make me some gravy, just enough for me. Maybe my other daughter might want some when she come home, but I gotta have some gravy. So all you do is let this get hot like that, and then you just add some flour to it, but not exactly to that, to a little bowl, and then you add it. So let me put flour. I'm putting about that much flour in a little bowl and some water, and I'm gonna make it like a little, like that, just water and flour, but you want to make sure there's no lumps in it. Okay, and I'm gonna add some Maggi Jugo to it because I want my gravy to be dark. This is just a quick gravy. Guys, if you're not a cooker and you're trying to learn how to cook, all this stuff will come in time where you don't have to measure and all that good stuff. So this gives it some flavor. This does. And then, since I'm not going to be darkening this like I would my homemade gravy for like my meats and stuff, I'm going to put some of this Gravy Master in here, and this gives it a dark color, and also it gives flavor. So see, that's dark. You see that? Just like that. And all the bits of the turkey and stuff is in there. And we're just gonna add this. This is a quick gravy. If you guys like gravy and want to know how to make a quick gravy, this is a very, very quick. And that's it. Y'all see it thickening up? Y'all see that? And all you do is mix it up, guys. It's very simple. And when it gets thick, you just add a little bit more of the stock to thin it out, just a tad bit like that. And guess what? Your gravy with turkey little giblets in it is done. This is a quick, fast gravy, and it's already seasoned with everything you put in it. And I'm gonna pour a little bit of this on my meatloaf. So that's it. Nice and thick. I'm gonna let it sit on there for a little bit more. Get all this flour out of there. Yep. I love me some gravy. And that's it. And I'm going to show you my plated meal. My husband likes ketchup on his, like I told you, on his meatloaf. I don't. I like gravy. So I use this pot because it had the little pour lids. And I'm going to pour that right on my meatloaf. Like that. See that? Oh my gosh, this is so freaking good, guys. All right, guys, talk to you guys later. I will talk to you guys in the next video. Hope you enjoy these cooking videos. If you want more cooking videos or recipes you want to see me make, put in the comments below. And you can also email me at cprforthebody@gmail.com. And my P.O. box is also in the description as well. Later guys, it's time for us to grub, and I will see you guys in my next video. And remember, stick to your script because you are the best at it. Love you guys.